now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
And now for a taste of things to come.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, thanking each and every one of you for coming back and joining me here in the theater. Now, for today's film, we're going to take a look at a Hallmark original Christmas movie, which premiered in 2014. Today's film is called Northpole, and it stars Tiffany Thiessen, Max Charles, Bailey Madison, Jill St. John, and Robert Wagner. And as our movie opens, it's just before Christmas. Santa, who's played by Robert Wagner, and Mrs. Claus, played by Jill St. John, their magical home of Northpole has grown into a huge city powered by the magic of holiday happiness around the world. However, Santa is facing problems this year. The happy Christmas thoughts from around the world, which are supposed to emanate to him at the North Pole in order to signify what the elves are supposed to make for all the boys and girls, just is not radiating like it has in the past. It's called the cycle of happiness. You see, there's not enough Christmas happiness in the world to fuel the northern lights, which provide the energy needed for North Pole, which in turn sends toys to the children, thereby sparking the happiness. But Clementine, played by Bailey Madison, a dynamic elf, has decided to take matters into her own hands. It seems that people everywhere are just too busy to enjoy festive time together. Thankfully, Clementine wants to do her small part in helping Santa save Christmas by bringing the true Christmas spirit in the world back. She notices one small beacon of hope in the form of adolescent Kevin Hastings, played by Max Charles. Kevin and his single mom Chelsea, played by Tiffany Thiessen, have just moved from Wisconsin to Colorado. Chelsea is a newspaper reporter, while Kevin, who loves and believes in Christmas, is concerned that Santa will not be able to locate them in their new house. When Clementine contacts Kevin and enlists him to be her earthling accomplice, the two set out to start the cycle of happiness anew. They come up with the idea that the small act that they can do is to reinstate the century-old Christmas tree lighting ceremony in Greenwood Park, which the mayor, played by Frank Shorpian, has canceled for a multitude of reasons. There's not enough money, the park is in terrible disrepair, not that many people show up, etc. This cancellation just happens to be the story on which Chelsea is also working and believes in her investigation that the cancellation has something to do with what looks to be a shady deal between the mayor and a developer named Ernie Pendleton, played by Richard Fitzpatrick. However, it isn't easy for Kevin and Clementine. Over time, Kevin's mom has become a cynic. The town is apathetic, and Kevin is the new boy, so he has no friends to help. Their only ally is Kevin's teacher, Mr. Wilson, played by Josh Hopkins, a man who believes that anything can happen and who lights up whenever Chelsea is around. Chelsea has no issue with Kevin and Clementine working on this lofty goal, but when he starts talking about real elves and actual sleigh rides, she worries that his imagination has gotten out of control. Chelsea begins to worry that Kevin is doing it all to save Christmas for Santa, and that this thought is being encouraged by Kevin's teacher. In the process, Kevin bringing this Christmas spirit back may have to start at home with his own mom. A newspaper story, the discovery of a letter to Santa from long ago, and an important change of heart may turn things around if only they had a little magic to help them. So once I figured out all the new Netflix original Christmas movies that I was going to review for the holiday season, I thought to myself, let me find some other Christmas movies that I've never seen in order to fill the gaps for Renegades Reviews holiday season. And that's when I discovered Northpole. It's funny because it wasn't Robert Wagner, Jill St. John that brought me to this film. It wasn't even Tiffany Thiessen, who I've had a crush on since she went to Bayside High. It was Bailey Madison who brought me to this film. Why, you may ask? Once Upon a Time. When Once Upon a Time was airing on ABC, I adored the show. Seeing all the fairy tale characters that I had read about and seen movies on existing in one series, it was captivating. Jennifer Goodwin, the voice of Judy Hobson's Zootopia, portrayed Snow White. Bailey Madison played Snow White in her younger years. And there was always something about Bailey that warmed the screen whenever she appeared. This is why I gave Northpole a watch. And I'm proud to say she brings it here too. I can't wait to watch the sequel for this film, which we'll be discussing at the top of the half hour. I give Northpole 4.5 out of 5 snowflakes. But tell me, what do you guys think of Northpole? Have you seen it? Do you want to see it? Let me know. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that interaction, that engagement that I'm always trying to get from you, my loyal viewers. Make sure you give this video a thumb up and leave a comment of some kind, as it'll help boost my videos in YouTube's algorithms and thereby recommend my videos to other people who may like movie reviews that just haven't discovered the channel yet. Until next time, when we're back here in the theater for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, I have been your host, the Renegade J.J. Williams, thanking each and every one of you for joining me and tuning in, and I'll catch you at the top of the half hour for the Northpole sequel.